In the late 1960s, the space race was full throttle, but public interest was at an all-time low. The US government seeks the help of marketing expert Kelly Jones to see if she can reignite interest into the program. When that plan works just a little too well, the government realizes they can't fail this mission. So they decide the best course of action is to fake the moon landing, just in case the mission doesn't go as planned. This is Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon is a new historical comedy. That's not the right movie. Although I am tired of these live-action remakes. That's just a picture of Frank Sinatra. There we go. That's the right movie. Fly Me to the Moon is a new historical comedy starring Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. And it's about the 1960 space race and the moon landing, and the alleged faking of the moon landing. Now, everything about this movie, to me, screamed fake movie. From the name, to the posters, to the trailer even, it seemed like a fake movie that would play in the background of a Disney Channel sitcom. So imagine my surprise when I found out that this movie is actually quite funny. Like, I am not kidding, this film is actually quite funny and quite charming. Leading this film are Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, who are a great duo. They are already great and funny actors on their own, but when you pair them together, you got a great comedy duo. And a solid little romance, too. Ray Romano and Woody Harrelson also have some great supporting roles. Now, if you actually watch the film, you'll find out that it's not entirely about the faking of the moon landing. A good portion of the film is about marketing and how they market the idea of space and Americans going on to the moon to fellow Americans. With this film taking place in 1969, Nixon-era America, I can't really speak to the authenticity of how it's depicted, but it's a lot more interesting than you'd probably expect it to be. It doesn't really surprise me that all the trailers really honed in on the part of the movie that was just about the faking of the moon landing. That's really only half the movie. By the way, do you like the Nixon voice? Because I've always wanted to have a reason to use it in a video. Admittedly, it's more Nixon from Futurama. The great taste of Charleston Chew Agnew! But the comedy around the idea that America faked the moon landing is actually surprisingly funny. It's not as conspiracy theory heavy as one may think. This is not a film that is going to fuel any conspiracy theory fires. It's the exact opposite, actually. And the film is better off for it. It's just a real funny and clever what-if comedy, and I mean that what-if comedy about the moon landing. And it works surprisingly well. I definitely recommend you check this film out. It's well worth a watch. It's also the best moon-related movie released in the past 3 years. I hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. By the way, follow me on twitch.tv/QuintDunaway. Some big things are happening there soon. Until next time, I'm Quentin Dunaway, hoping you will keep it cinematic.